All right, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good day everyone. And in this opportunity, I want to present my materials about critical reading, especially about media literacy in critical reading. Okay, this is my names of my lecturer, Mr. Alfon, and this is my name and my number. Okay, this is our today's material, media literacy in critical reading. Okay, let's start. All right. So basically media literacy is general defined as the ability of critically analyze and evaluate of the message from written or visual, audio, digital, or every text edited by media producers. And at the same time, this ability has function to create such text, and having these skills are considered to be essential. And then by some books, just like Potter W. James in 2019, he said that the state of media literacy is an expanded conceptualization of literacy that includes the ability to access and analyze media messages as well as create, reflect, and take action using the power of information and communication to make a difference in the world. Okay, so basically it's an ability to analyze and evaluate every messages from text, visual, audio, and another media. Okay, let's move to media literacy components. So media literacy has several components, especially is these 5 components. So number 1 is critical thinking. Critical thinking is about understanding how the media industry works and how media, and how media messages are constructed, questioning the motivations of the content in order to make informed choices about content selections and use. And recognizing different types of media content and evaluating content for truthfulness, reliability, and value, and recognizing managing online security and safety risks can help students or people to have critical thinking in this media literacy. And then the next is creativity. Media literacy emphasizes creativity to advancing competencies through activities that involve creating, building, or generating media content, often through some collaboration. And then is intercultural dialogue. Intercultural dialogue. So it's a human communication. It's a practice of communication, empathy, and social interaction, including challenge radicalization and violent extremism and hate speech. And then is intercultural dialogue. And then the 4th is media skills. Media skills is an ability to search and find and navigate and use media content and services, participation and civic engagement, active participation in the economic, social, creative, or cultural aspect of society using media, in that advanced democratic participation and fundamental human rights. And then it's components of media literacy, about 5 components that emphasize media literacy. So media literacy in critical reading. Media literacy prepares the students to engage with the information that surrounds them. They need to shift the signals from the noise. The skilled teachers teach them as readers, focusing on a specific topic with a specific purpose. It can help them to become ethical consumers of information. Media literacy in critical reading especially helps kids to, number one is learn to think critically, as I said before, critical thinking. As kids evaluate media, they decided to decided to write the messages, make sense why certain information was included, what wasn't included, and then what the key ideas they use. What is it? They can use examples to support their opinions. Then students can make up their own minds about the information based on their knowledge maybe they already have. And then become a smart consumer of products and information. Become a smart consumer. Media literacy can help kids learn how to determine whether something is important, credible. It also helps the students to determine the persuasive content of advertising and resist the techniques of marketing used to sell products. And then the third is recognized point of view. Every writer or creator or writer, okay, especially writer, has a perspective. Students identify the author's point of view can help to appreciate different perspective. It also helps put information in the context of what they already know or they already read. And then create media responsibly. Create media responsibly, it's about recognize your own point of view and saying what you want to say and how you want to say. And it's understanding that your message have impact is key to effective communication in this media literacy. And then identify the role of media in our culture. Identify the role of media in our culture. It's about how, for example, from celebrities to magazine covers to some memes. In nowadays, we know about funny memes from celebrity or from public figures, just like that. In this media literacy, it can telling us something and shaping our understanding of the world, and even compelling us to act or think in certain ways. And then the last is understand the author's goal. So it can critically think that what does the author want you to take from a piece of media? Is it purely informative, or is trying to change your mind or persuade you or introduce new ideas that you've never had. And when students understand what type of influence something has, they can make it informed choices. So the conclusion of our of my explanation is media literacy is ability to identify different types of media and understand the messages they're sending. Kids or students take in a huge amount of information from a wide array of sources, far beyond the traditional media such as television, radio, newspaper, magazines, or in smartphones, social media of most parents' youth. And then there are text messages, memes, viral videos, social media, video games, advertisings, and more. But all those media shares one thing. Someone created, and it was created for some reason, for a goals, author goals. Understanding that reason is the basic of media literacy. Okay, I think that's enough for today's presentation, and I'm sorry if I got some mistakes in my explanation, and thank you for your attention, and I will see you next task.